Welcome to The Club Effect, a funny retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
Yay.
Now we know your secret. Let's wave to everybody on YouTube. Hi. Yay. Alex is here from Hometown Hug. Hi. Cass is here finally. I didn't get to see her last week, so bummer. She was sick.
Sorry.
Before we start and interview Alex about this amazing basket that she brought for us to take pictures of and show everyone, tell us about your dinner that you just told me, because that was so interesting. Please. And then we're going to get to Alex, okay?
I hate this. It's the worst. So we went to go visit my aunt in the hospital, right? And me and my sister were running around that day. We made like 8,000 stops that day. And we just kept saying, okay, you know, after the next thing we'll do, we'll go eat. We'll go eat. We'll go eat. We didn't eat any breakfast, nothing. We're like on Starbucks coffee all day long, right? Yep. So my aunt tells me, you know, go to this place. It's good. And I ignored her and I went to a different place. And we walk in and there's nobody in there, which I'm like, it's a Wednesday at like 4:00. Like, well, people aren't even off work yet, whatever. And we sit down. This guy brings us chips and salsa, asks us what we want to drink, goes to the back to get our drinks, and I just hear him coughing.
Ew.
And like, not just like, you know, it was like a rumble cough. Like, it sounded like COVID. And I just looked at my sister and I was like, this is it. This is how we die, you know?
That's how we get the Rona.
Yeah. So, you know, we're eating, you know, obviously I said chips and salsa. We're eating Mexican food, you know?
Right.
And we order our food and it was like we ordered like a tamale and he's like, do you want the sauce and sour cream on? And we were like, well, however you do it.
Yeah.
And it was really weird. Like it wasn't good. And my sister got 2 steak tacos and she said, just give me onion, cilantro and add cheese, right?
Simple.
Not abnormal.
Yeah.
It comes out, it's got like shredded cheddar cheese on it. And I was like,
Ew.
I've never seen yellow cheese on a Mexican taco, you know?
No.
And I had gotten like taquitos, flautas, whatever you want to call them. And those weren't bad. And it came with 3 and I pick up my 3rd one. And of course there's this long hair on it. And I'm just like, this was such... I wanted to try something new, right?
Yeah.
Like, we always go to the same places. And my aunt lives out in Batavia, so you got to go down Randall. You know, Randall.
There's everything now.
Everything.
Randall, yeah.
I'm like, we could have went to Jack in the Box. I've never had Jack in the Box.
Right.
That just opened. Oh, my. I was... the whole way home, I'm like, I would have rather eaten there. I would have rather eaten there. I'm like, I would have rather eaten at Thornton's than go to the place that we went to for lunch. And I'm like, strongly, like, do I write a review on Google? Like, because it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so disappointing to spend $50 on something that we did not enjoy at all, and I ended up sick from.
Now, coming from a restaurant background, double ill.
Yeah.
It's like...
Right.
Yeah, I grew up in a restaurant, and like you could go in our basement, click a light on, and there's no scatter.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Like somebody coughing like that, bye. Coming in. Like,
I was so disappointed. I was so mad.
Tell us afterwards.
So that we can
need to know, right?
And you know, we're creatures of habit. We go to the same places all the time, right?
Yeah.
And we say, "Hey, we're going to try something new." And sure enough, this is what happens.
That's what
That's
happens.
why you don't try stuff new.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Call me next time. I know the places.
Well, then, you know, this last weekend, I went to Cheesecake Factory for the first time. Excellent.
See?
Excellent. Should have just went there.
We'll talk about recommendations. I have a whole plethora.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is, since we're recording on the video here, I'm going to show your basket to everybody.
She's going to show the basket to the YouTube world.
Yay. To the world.
Yes, because this basket is amazing.
Please tell us all about it. Okay. We want to hear from the day one of you saying, this is what I'm going to do and all that fun stuff.
Sure.
Please.
So, prior to making this decision to start my own business, I was in corporate America and decided I was done with corporate America.
Which we all do one day.
One day.
One day I'll
Our
do
day
it.
hasn't happened yet, but we'll get there.
We're getting there.
You guys are on your way. You're almost famous.
Yeah.
We are almost
Correct.
famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's going to happen. And I decided, like, I was starting to look into, like, different like locations and different franchises, and realized that franchises are so expensive, right?
Yes.
And then you still have a boss. So I was like, I don't want a boss. I want to do my own thing. And so my sister is friends with a lady named Cindy. She's been doing a similar basket in southern Wisconsin for 17 years.
Wow.
And hers is called Celebrate Our Town. So I met with her and we talked, and she's basically mentoring me now on this basket. So I have all of Illinois. So I basically gave my 2 weeks notice and, started this company.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
January of 24. And then we did our first delivery in June of 24.
So who are you delivering these baskets to?
So new homeowners,
yes,
all throughout McHenry County. And so our goal is basically for right now, people that moved in January, they're getting baskets now. So we try to get to them within 30 days. So it's like we get a list at the beginning of the month from a realtor of all the previous month's sales. And then we just kind of make our list and hit the road.
Wow.
So that's
cool.
Love it. I love it. I met so I think at the end of this month, when we're done with our deliveries, we'll be at 1,200 homes we've delivered.
Oh,
to.
wow.
That's a lot of talking.
That's a lot.
Right?
Wow, that's amazing.
That is.
So do the homeowners know that you're bringing these baskets?
No.
You just show up to their house and say...
It's like Ed McMahon. I have a prize.
I would love that. That would be amazing.
Yeah,
now, what if we refinance this home? Can you show up then?
Do a refi and I'll show up on the MLS or whatever, or talk to the realtors. So I do get some of those sometimes that happen, or somebody is renting and now they bought, and then it comes up on the list. So they don't. Basically, I'll get because we have McHenry County divided into 2 halves, and so I'll take all the people in Johnsburg and put them on a list, and then all the towns around, and then I just plug it into GPS and drive around.
That's so cool.
They don't know I'm coming. I get a lot of crazy looks because you got to remember they're new, and who's coming to their door?
Right.
Who even knows that they live there? Or that
they're like, did I pick
the
the wrong house? Is this a solicitor?
Right. No, and your house included says no soliciting. And I'm like, ding dong.
Right.
I'm not soliciting. We're offering them resources in the community. And there's no fee to the homeowners.
Right.
They get community guides. We give them stuff on naturally McHenry County. There's about 15 to 20 nonprofits that we promote in the basket.
That's
and then
so cool.
All the local businesses. Yeah. So by the time I leave, they're like, oh my gosh, thank you. I've had people, can I hug you? And I'm like,
have you had anyone say no?
One time.
I knew there was going to be one time.
Because I think what it is we don't need discounts or whatever. I'm like, look, it's not just about the offers. This is all local small businesses that you're supporting
that are welcoming you to the community.
And they don't want it. We don't need it. I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't get the first delivery I got where somebody didn't want to give me their email is a little bit like, okay, fine.
Right.
But now I'm like, all right, no worries. It doesn't matter anymore. It's just, it's about we're building community. And so that happens by talking to the homeowners, meeting with the businesses and just sort of, doing the whole thing. So I love it. I think it's maybe not when it's super cold. Or
a couple weeks ago, right, when we had the real.
Yeah.
You're out there waiting for them to answer their door.
I didn't wait long. If they didn't answer quick, I was like, oh, I leave a
on to
little
the
card.
next.
Yeah. Sorry, missed you.
Yeah.
So that's really the only downside. If it's raining or something, obviously, don't go out because I don't want all our stuff to get wet.
Yeah.
But most of my deliveries I do on the weekends, just because most people are home.
Yeah.
And it just makes the most sense. If I'm going to drive around for 6 hours, I'm going to hit more people than 6 hours, 2 hours here, 2 hours there.
So you said all of Illinois or all of McHenry County?
Yeah,
okay.
McHenry County.
Okay.
So from Richmond all the way down to Algonquin and Lake in the Hills. Yeah, we have a big reach. So it's nice because we can really work with almost any business. If they're focused towards homeowners, that's something that we can work with.
Right.
You know what else I noticed is you give some shout outs too.
All the time.
Like this was today, right? this morning that you have business spotlights on your page as well on Facebook. So go if they can see it from here.
So we do that all the time. There's usually like a spotlight once a week.
Okay.
Of a business that we're working with. And then we do, those are like our networking coupons.
These here? Okay.
Right, and those, basically we have the businesses that we work with, we offer them an opportunity to create a networking coupon that we can use for, like, I have a box of them in my car. So when I meet people, hey, you want to go to Volo, here's like a discount. Because it's like we're meeting people all the time and I want to be able to continue to promote the businesses. So we have this as like a secondary option. We have those, we do, and that's like, we do also like, tips of the week, new homeowner tips. So there's usually about 3 posts a week that we do. So one, and then every once in a while we'll do one, for, hey, if you're looking to advertise with us, we got to, promote ourselves too.
So I'm guessing when you started, the basket wasn't that big.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did you start reaching out? Did you use social media? Did you just start calling businesses and saying, this is what I have? Like, how did it all start? Organically, right?
Totally organically. I didn't call. I called one guy because I knew him, BNK Plumbing. He's a friend of my cousin, so shout out Brendan. But he's the only one that I called that said, hey, I'm starting this business. And the rest, what I started doing was I went to the PIN event, which is People in Need. I started meeting nonprofits. That's like almost the first supporters were nonprofits. And then I started going to like every McHenry, mixer, Never Eat Alone, ribbon cutting, you name it. And I just started like just trying to meet people, like, and it just started
networking. It's everything.
1,000% like how I've made my business because of like going to events, supporting the community. I mean, how can I ask for people to support me, to support local, to do all this stuff if I'm not doing it for them?
Right.
So that's, I go to like as many events, and thankfully that's, like what my business is around. So it gives me the opportunity. I can go day, night, lunches, coffee.
Yeah, that's what we always say. It's hard for us to do anything with the.
So we have Monday through Friday jobs.
Yeah.
Right. By 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we're tired, or not even that. A lot of the events are 9,
during
10,
the day.
11 during the day. We've even joked around with the chamber and said, we would love to come, but we work during the day.
Exactly.
And then it never fails that there's a ribbon cutting at night, like something from 5 to 7, and we have a guest coming.
Yeah.
So I guess in a way, there's one today at 5 o'clock. At the bank.
At the bank.
They were celebrating 25 years. I saw that. I'm like, of course we're here.
I know that.
Which is fine, right?
No, totally. Because I got people, hey, you going to the mixer? I was like, nope, I got a podcast.
Yeah.
Right? I was like,
make sure you listen.
And so in a way we do network, but people come to us, or there's been a few that we've gone to them.
It's still the same concept. You're meeting people, you're promoting them.
We support each other.
100%. That's really what it's about. And I found McHenry County is really big on community support.
Yes.
If you're not out there, you'll see like a lot of the same people at events, but they're the ones who are successful because people know who they are, and you're going to want to work with people that support you just as much as like they support everybody else, and then you can support them because it's a trade-off. Like I don't need all the services, but the people that I know, that's who I'm going to promote, whether they're in the basket or not. It's just that's my nature. I know somebody I can't not say call these people because they're not paying me. That doesn't work. Right. So
that's great.
Yeah. So there's tons of that was at the PIN event that just happened at McHenry County College.
Yeah. So for those that are just listening, I'm on I'm on Alex's Hometown Hug Facebook. So you can take a look at all the different pictures and stuff. We're kind of doing that. But for those that are on YouTube, this is what we're looking at. So pretty cool.
I try to, when I go to stuff, it's important to like promote, not just that I'm there, but like what I'm going to do there. Yeah, that's Kristen from Nippersink Library. She's so
awesome.
Fun. Yeah, like that is one of the first nonprofits that I had seen was this, and I don't remember the name, but basically they have this like rickshaw concept.
Yeah.
And they'll drive grandma, they'll ride her around so that she can ride with her grandchildren at the park. So you coordinate, and I was like, what a nice thing, because, you know, like you're outside, and it's just so I'm hoping to be able to promote them soon too. And that's what Gigi's Playhouse.
Yep.
Jamie's great. I love Gigi's.
Where are they located?
Like, I recognize all of these too.
Yeah, McHenry.
Oh, there we go.
120.
Okay.
Yeah, kids in need. Yeah, so the PIN event is people in need. It's all about like nonprofits in the community. There's about 125 tables there, and
holy cow,
they set up 1,000 people.
I mean, look at the event. It's the whole
the whole auditorium, there, gymnasium. Yeah, and there's people in the hallways. It's really significant because, you know, that's Keeping Families Covered, Nancy and Tracy.
So neat.
The greatest.
So you network with everyone,
yeah,
right? You just come through and say, this is what I do, and stop at all the tables and help me, help you, help me, help you.
Yeah, because, you know, you're new. And so as a new person, right, like maybe you have a kid with special needs, or Holly. And
hey, we know that lady.
Yeah,
we do.
Yep.
Great picture, Holly.
Yeah. So, you know, it's important that, like, I don't want it just to be about like the businesses. I really want to help the homeowner
with resources,
get acclimated. So like I said, we put in community guides. I emailed them a list of the post office, the DMV location, like all the village hall information. Because I tell them, like, go to the website, because nobody gets anything in the mail anymore.
Right.
And then you'll get on their newsletter, so you know what's happening in Johnsburg, or, you know, sign up for all of them if you want. It's kind of nice.
Be a nosy neighbor.
Yeah, but that's
get all the
that's
info.
What it's about,
right? Absolutely.
Yeah, and so that, you know, like with the nonprofits, there's a lot of them that, you know, I tell them, put stuff on there that talks about your organization, what it is that you need help with, and how can people like donate.
Yeah.
You know, if you put those components on there, and then people, like, I've heard Big Brothers Big Sisters, they've had a couple of people volunteer to be a big, which is great. And, you know, I think United Way has gotten some good donations from new homeowners, because people want to help, but they don't know where to go. And so if I can give them, basically we're giving them like a little guidance, you know, like nudges this way. And I think it's great. Like, people are just really thrilled to, when I leave, they're happy to, I know it sounds very happy to see me go, but I think they're happy that I stopped by.
Yeah. So how long do you stay? Like, do they invite you in? They make some coffee?
I've had coffee offers, but I don't have time to necessarily sit there. But I'm like, call me later. I'll schedule. We can go for coffee.
Oh, wow, amazing.
Yeah, it just depends on, like, if they have questions, if they're from the area. We've had people from, like, across the pond. You know, there's all over. It's not just, you know, McHenry County. They're different states, different countries. So it all just kind of depends on. It generally takes me 10 minutes to go through the basket, maybe a little less. And if they have questions, I could be there 30 minutes. I don't really put a time on it, because
you never know what they're.
I'm in no rush. Like, this is what I'm here to do. So whatever it takes. So
when you bring the basket in, you're introducing homeowners to the community.
Yep.
So what kind of thing, I guess, what do you say when, you know, because it's so overwhelming. Where do you even start?
Right.
Yeah. I feel like I would have to make like a cup of coffee in the morning, say goodbye to Alex, thanks for stopping, but then I got to pull it all apart.
I'm sure they do. I know. So when I walk up, I tell them, you know, I'm like, Alex, I'm from, you know, Hometown Hug. We got notice you recently moved in. We have a welcome basket for you. Do you have a couple minutes? And then we just kind of go through it. And I have it so that, like, the community information's at the back, then the nonprofits are in the middle, and then all the for-profits are at the front. So then we just kind of work our way front. And then we have on the side where it's like Pisteki Yacht Club, their sailing school, Vixen, Foxhole, you know, like I call them like the fun side of things. You know, the rest are like services. You know, we have plumbers and HVAC companies and restoration companies. But it's about, like, the things that you're going to go do. And that's one of those, you know, when you first move in, your kitchen's all probably in a box. So here, go get some free appetizers.
Right.
Go check out a couple local restaurants.
So there's percentages off. I see a 25% off there.
Yeah.
So.
That's for Home of the Sparrow.
At
their thrift shop.
Yeah.
In case you got to decorate the house a little bit.
Yeah. You know, I mean, and it's a win-win with that organization.
Go visit Holly and Judy and their team.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but like a lot of the restaurants are like free appetizer, you know, and then like there's usually a couple offers on each of those certificates. So one is usually, you know, something for free or no cost, no obligation. And then the second is percentage or something like that.
So let's talk ROI, return on investment. Okay.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. So how often do you hear that new homeowners come in for free appetizers or 25% off at Home of the Sparrow or any, like how do you get that feedback?
Either I'll like reach out to the businesses and ask them like how things are going. A lot of times, like when they get their first one, I always get a call.
Yeah,
we got our first coupon.
Oh, of course,
which is nice, right? Then I'm like, whew.
You're like, my plan is working.
But yeah, so it just kind of depends. Like I check in and they'll tell me how things are going, or when I go to get more supplies. Some of them give us like 1 month at a time. Some of them give us a whole year.
Yeah.
So it just depends. But that's generally how we learn about who's coming to check on things or to redeem their offers.
Yeah, perfect, neat. So Big B Coffee is one?
Yep. Ooh, I love Big B.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Is there a coupon in there? Because that might disappear when you leave.
On the side. I have some on the side.
This is so Big B. Neat. Yeah, there you are. Oh my
Becky
gosh.
And Nick, Corey, and Papa.
That's, wow, this is neat. So this was what? Just a chamber meeting? Yep. Okay.
I think it was it's called like Business Before Business or something.
Oh yeah.
It was their first. I think it was their first one.
And then what does the Vixen do for the basket?
So they have what they do is they offer 2 free tickets to come to a show.
Oh, cool!
Wow.
Like any show.
Steal that from your basket.
Yeah,
right. Here's some free estimates. Right.
Northern Illinois window.
I like how you have your hometown hug at the bottom there, so that if it's shared, they know where to.
Exactly, because it's part of it. Like I want to know too, or that the stuff that I'm putting out there is getting returned, and then they also know when it comes in. Oh, where did this come from? If they have a bunch of different offers, sometimes like at a restaurant, the servers aren't going to know,
right?
Where this discount came from, but we have on all of our stuff, hometown hug.
So then they know. Okay, great,
very cool.
How did you come up with your cute little logo?
It took me a few days of like I had to come up with hometown hug, and because I'm a like analytical kind of person, so it was like. I needed to kind of be rhymey or, balance or something. So it was like, now my friends are like, how's HTH? I'm like, it's all good. So we came up with Hometown Hug, and then I was on Canva or something. And I was like searching for homes, and that one came up, and I loved the colors, and it was cute. And we also have a little house with a little smiley. He's like our secondary logo. We call him Homie the House. He's blue. Yeah.
Oh, look, he's helping. Look at the dog paws.
Yeah, that's our puppy Frankie. Misbehaving. That's her nickname. Yeah. So we try to do stuff to really. It's not just about. We're really trying to develop like community, and by doing like these kind of tips and things like that, I think we're able to, because it's not. I'm not selling, to like homeowners.
Right.
I'm trying to help the businesses, and by doing this kind of stuff, they can see how we're able to do that.
Yeah.
So we try to, keep consistent on social media. I hired a girl to do that. You guys should interview her. She's amazing.
Yeah. We are booked this year. Like, it's amazing.
Meredith works her butt off on social media, too.
We did one small little post in the chamber. Yeah, that's probably how we met. And somebody from the chamber shared it, and that was it. We just, many. A lot of people did reach out, and then I think they got a little stage fright, but you'll have to let them know, anyone you talk to.
Let them know not to be nervous.
I'm 100%. Like, I've done a couple other podcasts, and I love promoting the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk after.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's the direction that everything is going now seems to be more like podcasts, and people, really being able to like hear a voice, see a face, whatever, like see how they interact. Because what you type now with AI isn't always the same stuff that comes out of somebody's mouth. Right. Like, you didn't say that, right? And you're like, oh, but AI
I will send her a text from my phone and go to read it. I'm like, that doesn't even sound like me, and I'm the one that said it, so I can't imagine AI telling me what to say.
Exactly. So so we,
this is cute. What is this? Little lanterns.
So Meg started a nonprofit where she helps, essentially, like preemies get what they need, because she had a preemie baby that was in the hospital for like I think 86 days.
Oh my goodness.
So look at that's not.
Oh my gosh! Look at the little diapers.
They had the diaper. I'm not kidding you. It was this big.
Yeah,
it was this big.
You can't even tell on the screen how small it is.
And it fit her son. Like that's
crazy.
Like, I still have one of Julia's when she was born. My daughter was really little too, and it's like itty bitty. I kept it because it just. Yeah. There's a picture of I think my dad just holding her in his hand like this.
That's nothing, crazy. Right? Yeah. It's crazy. So,
look how cute.
Yeah, super cute. I love like supporting these kind of missions.
Amazing.
Because it's like, and so Meg, I met at an event. She was pregnant like 2 years ago. And it turns out, so her husband works for Burlington Fire, which we work with. And he's the guy who came to our house. And then we started, chatterbox over here. I started talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my wife does stuff for." She was with a nonprofit at the time, and so we just started talking, and then I got to meet his wife again, and so we'll be supporting her as soon as she gives me some flyers.
Okay. So when you say 60 a month, it's 60 baskets going out. That's a lot of people
that's
buying
a lot.
Homes.
Yeah, that's not even. I mean, like we have criteria on who we deliver to. They need to be a single family home. It needs to be over a certain dollar value.
Oh.
And so like we're getting hundreds every month that meet that criteria. So that doesn't include, your condos and townhouses and the homes that are less expensive.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I think in 23, there was 8,000 people that moved to McHenry County.
Holy cow.
I only need 700, so we're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people and it seems as if more and more people are coming.
Well, we keep building houses too. We keep building up these neighborhoods.
And people keep wanting to move out so other people can move in. Suckers.
Yeah.
Right? I love this
the
community.
People are coming from here. They're like a lot of people are moving to Florida.
Yeah. But it's a constant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
There's so many.
Have you ever delivered a basket to the same house? Different owners.
Actually, yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because it was like when I first started, and then I was like, I came back.
Come full circle, huh?
I've actually also delivered, I think it was was it Barrington or somewhere in that area, Cary. So I have my list, and I delivered to this house. And on the list, the lady's like, oh, that house is the house above it was the house that I just moved from. So I delivered to her old house and her new house. She was basically in the same community.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, that's my old neighbor or my old house. And I was like, cool.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
So what other businesses are in there? I'm gonna show everybody the basket again because it's been a minute. But tell us who's all in here.
So we have Greystone Comfort. They do HVAC. We have Rusty Nail, Fairmont Shores. So Dogs Way. We have. I'm trying to think of like my list. We Lost Dogs of Illinois. They do tags, but with them, like they remind us to tell all the homeowners, which tip again is if you have a dog and it's chipped, make sure you update the address because people forget. You have 1,000 other things you're changing. Volo Auto, McHenry Outdoor Theater. We have CNS, CNS Fabrication. They're in Ringwood. The health markets of the Santos's. Yeah, you can. There's all kinds of stuff. The fly swatter
cracks me up.
OPC Pest Control, the Vixen. We have
there's so much.
McMahon Services. I can just keep talking while you guys are.
I can't believe it only takes you 30 minutes to present that to a new homeowner. Like there's so much stuff,
Yeah, Foxhole, yay. Yeah, there's Foxhole, Rusty Nail. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything.
Everything, yeah.
So we
it's like everything you need. So you need an HVAC guy, right? And then you're hungry, so you need food that's in there, and then
you need your carpets cleaned.
Yeah,
you don't know what
you want to go see a show,
right?
Vixen,
right,
or go to Volo Auto Museum,
and then you want to help out in the neighborhood, and you're like, oh, I'll go to this nonprofit place and donate my time.
Right. And then because you're donating your time, you need your grass cut because you don't have time for that because you're
exactly. It just goes on and on. Yeah, so it really is like a nice because there's a balance. It's not just about like local businesses.
Right.
There's a balance of all kinds of things. Oh yeah, Take Flight Auto. They're in Johnsburg.
Yeah.
They're a car detailer. He works out of his home. He does
$100 off. Wow.
Yeah, he did my car, and somebody asked me, or they said, Alex, we didn't know that the inside of your car was brown. And I was like, you're just messing with me. I mean, he did a great job. My car is not that dirty, but I just got a lot of grief about it. Was not clean, but he made it like brand new.
He'd probably freak out at my car.
No,
all the
can you imagine getting
stuff
it
I
back
do.
though? I've watched all those videos on TikTok of them cleaning people's cars.
I
that
really
they found
do
in
need somebody to
garages
do
and
that
stuff.
to my car.
Yeah, incredible.
That's Dan with McMahon Services, or restoration company.
Ah, that's cute.
Yeah,
cute picture.
That's Jessica. I think that was.
That's
at halftime.
That's
yeah,
yeah.
We recognize that, please.
Look, yeah, we do. We don't visit too often, but when we do, it's a great time.
I think that was
Casey's
at Casey's Cabin.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I love these. Winter weather preps.
Yeah, we do a couple of times a month. There's some sort of home tip of the week or something that we call it.
And you come up with all of this?
Generally.
Yeah.
With the help of the interweb, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of know, but there's this, so like, I want it to be really helpful because it's like, you're new. I mean, I moved to Johnsburg 2.5 years ago. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know there was a Jewel up at Rand Road and Spring Grove Road.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I went this way, So if you don't know what's around you, you're not going to know. So, we kind of try to get a little bit of everything out there, things that people could need, that we find that is helpful as a new homeowner.
So for us, we don't have a building, right? People can't just show up and use a coupon here. So do you have other companies that might not have a brick and mortar, but they're online, or they just want to say welcome to the neighborhood and here's who we are? We've
worked with a couple of like home-based businesses, and they'll just do discounts for their website.
Okay, okay. Because so really, it's open to anybody.
Pretty much. If you can help a homeowner, we can work with you.
Yeah.
Because there's not really anything, because just because you need something is going to be different than what you need, depending on where you are in your life and what kind of house you have. And so we're open to having pretty much any sort of business that could service a homeowner, whether it's inside their home, outside their home. It could be, nail salons, hair salons, CBD companies, whatever.
Yeah. Moving stressful.
Yeah. Dispensaries. Yeah.
Take a break and then order a pizza.
That's right. Get an appetizer for free.
Right? Exactly.
So on the weekends, you deliver the baskets.
Mostly, yeah.
So about how many baskets a weekend?
The other day I delivered 22
all in one day?
All in one day. I saw all day long. Yeah.
That's a big old, right?
Yeah.
You have to...
Yeah,
we don't MapQuest anymore, but Google Maps, right? And
I found a great app. It's called Route, and then the number 4Me. It's been a lifesaver because
I need sometimes for work.
When you visit all the different stores.
If we do and blitz something, and I need
you
a
just
good
put all
route.
the addresses in,
and you hold it, and it does it, because I would go to my Garmin, and I would put in the address, and it's like, this one's 4 miles, great, and then this one's 4 miles, and I got to drag it next to, all the 4 miles are together, but it's like, this one's 4 miles this way.
This way, yeah.
So I'm literally driving past sometimes, before I was I'm I just drove by this street. It's so frustrating. So I'm able to really maximize my time using this new app. So
and it's about 6 hours, you said, or it depends on where?
It depends on the day, what time I get started, how much I have to do, the weather. There's factors, but I generally take most of Saturday up until it starts to get dark. So and because I don't want to go to somebody's house, like I said earlier, they're new, and then you have somebody ringing their doorbell and it's black outside.
Yeah,
it's not. I mean, one, they're probably not going to even open the door. Two, I want to be safe too.
Right.
So
right.
So in the summer, I can usually deliver longer because it's 7 o'clock before it gets dark.
I can't wait for that to come back.
Yeah, it's getting there slowly.
Yeah.
So, and then on Sundays, I try to take the day off. Sometimes if I I took too many days off, I have to make up for it somewhere.
Of course, we all do. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And then Monday through Friday is just the mixers and getting
mostly that. Yeah.
More for the ginormous basket over here.
Right. And then sometimes we'll get because we leave a card if they're not home that says, give us a call to schedule delivery. So yesterday I had 3 that I delivered to in Crystal Lake.
Oh, so okay.
So if I schedule it, then I don't mind going at 7 o'clock.
Right.
I know I'm coming, and they have the porch light on and it's not scary. So.
Right. Yeah. And do you have anything on your car?
No.
Okay. Like hometown on your plate?
I've been toying with that, but then it's like, you hear all this stuff about, it's like a Target then, right? Because they know like you have
Keep
stuff
it
in
clean.
your car.
Yeah.
So I would like to put something, but maybe I'll get a magnet and then I can take it off when I get home.
Yeah.
So
we have our license plate things that say the Clopen effect. But I did not put on there that we're basically famous because I don't want people stopping
to start
me.
Following, right. They're gonna
we
be
would
like,
not be able to
famous?
get our job done because everyone would be pulling us over wanting to meet us.
Right.
So
who are you? And
yeah.
Can I get a selfie? And
Yeah.
they don't even know who you are.
Yeah. It would just be too much.
I know. I'm gonna follow.
I do
you
see
next
people
time.
like looking at my license plate when they walk by, like, what is that?
Yeah.
Though, like when you start to like go places and people recognize you. I don't get like so much recognized. I mean, because it's like I'm not really, like famous or anything or almost famous, but it's just, like I go to a lot of events and so I know people that way. But as far as recognition, I don't know if I'd want somebody to follow me around though.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
You're not a paparazzi
creepy.
kind of gal.
Yeah.
No, I do selfies like Becky Kirshner. Do you guys know her? She's with Remax out of Woodstock. I met her a few years ago. She sold a good friend of ours their house, and they have a Super Bowl party every year. So I met her, and then I see her like in the community all the time. So last year we said, okay, every time we see each other, we're going to do a selfie. And so I think we're at like 10 or 12 or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this year we're already at 4. So,
that's good.
Yeah, so it's
already it's barely February.
I know. And if I was going tonight, it would have been 5.
Oh, we missed your selfie tonight.
Yeah, that's okay. This is way better.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no, this is great. I
what I'm
appreciate it.
realizing is I'm flipping through all these. I don't know any of these companies. So
See?
How amazing it is to see that. I don't know what this is.
That's a magazine. They talk about healthy living and healthy planet. They have
that's right up
that's
my
right
alley.
up your alley.
I know.
Yeah, they have them
It's
at like a
crazy.
lot of doctors' offices, holistic centers.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, we're gonna give that one a heart. I mean, I should have given all of them a heart.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I see this
I see
couple
this
everywhere.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, the Santoses, they're great people. They're
So they're insurance, health insurance, and
health,
Medicare.
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Okay, we're gonna give them a little. We'll start giving hearts on everything.
nice.
We're looking
Yeah. No, they're good. They're in downtown McHenry. They're a great supporter.
They look like they're about health and dental and
Yeah.
all that, right? Vision.
Yeah. All the like the people things. That's who they insure, not the stuff, right? Like because there's a difference.
people, not the stuff. Yeah,
Not
right.
the stuff,
So 720 new neighbors
every
that
year.
you delivered, or every year.
That's
what
every year. Yeah, that was
Wow.
last year. So because we started in, that's like how many every year? 720 because
Wow.
it's 60 a month.
Incredible.
So
And then there's 51 right now small business partners included in the basket.
There's more. That was we have a few more. That
Yeah.
includes like the nonprofit. So I think we're at 62.
Wow, that's
Nice.
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
How cool.
Yep. Wow. Very. This is great.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
like
great.
our whole
Yeah.
basis, right? Like everybody wins, like
Everybody
the
wins.
businesses get their name out there. Like you said, you guys don't even know half the companies. So how because it's a collective basket, we don't have to charge them a ton because it's not just like I'm not just promoting one person all out there. It's a whole bunch, so they can all share in the cost of like delivery.
Yeah.
So it's nice. So they're they get good exposure.
Don't
it's heavy.
I saw that. I was like, am I having a stroke? I was like, what's
We do
moving
that to
on
people. Sorry.
Oh, good
That's
Lord.
okay. So it's it's nice because it really is like a nice win-win for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I love the idea of this.
Okay, so have you ever dropped one?
Yes. Well, let me tell you how I dropped
Yes,
one.
yes.
You want to know the skinny on all this?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was a klutz, but apparently I am.
Ah,
So here's a good story. So I went to a new development in Woodstock, and there are new homes, and it had snowed. And so I pull up, and I go. There's the sidewalk, and then a couple steps, and then their porch. So I'm holding the basket. I ring the doorbell. Nobody's there. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. It was cold too that day. So I walk off. There's down the step, down to the sidewalk, and instead of like taking one more step to the rest of like the sidewalk that goes to the driveway, I said, I'm just going to walk on like that little square part in the middle.
Yeah.
Turns out it was a hole. So
my God.
I fell in like, yeah, I think I broke my finger.
My
like
gosh.
the basket went flying. It didn't.
Oh, no.
It just skid because it was on ice. So it was and then I hear the door. The best part, I hear the door open.
Oh,
and
my
I'm like
God.
just getting up. I'm full of snow, and I was like, "Hey, sir, here's your basket. Make sure you check out some of these local." I was mortified. And then
no!
I'm sure he had ring, but I'm hoping that the pillar on the corner of his
blocked all that. Oh man.
Yeah. So, sometimes I have like walked up to a house and there's a bird, and of course and then I see the ring and I was like, yeah, welcome. You're welcome for that, because I'm sure they're laughing about that, right? Because you ring the door. Stuff like that.
How
happens.
about dogs? Cats?
No issues.
Knock on wood.
Thank
wood.
you.
Yeah,
no
good.
issues. I always kind of like make sure I'm also step back a little bit.
Yeah, because you just never know, right?
Right. I'm safety first for them and for me. I also I don't think they'd want to open the door if somebody's like aggressively standing right there.
Right.
So I stand back. Most of the dogs are really friendly. Usually the owners will hold on. I gotta put my dog away.
Yeah.
So I have no issues.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I never do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hi.
I just imagine you just going down in that hole. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you didn't get hurt. I mean, broken finger,
yeah,
maybe.
I was
huh?
like that.
That's gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah, but that was
Darn
the
it.
worst part of it. I've had some other incidents we'll talk about after the show. I'm supposedly banned from now going to certain towns because I have this propensity to get in an accident or something.
Oh, no.
Not car accidents, just accidents. So
Oh, boy.
I have stories already, and it's only been
Everyone's
a year
like, wait, no, tell us all.
Yeah,
We're all
right.
listening.
episode 2.
There we go. There we go.
Right, the sequel. We'll have to come back to trade all the trade secrets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So but it is fun. It's at the end of the day, I really enjoy meeting the homeowners and being able to see their excitement and their happiness of knowing, oh my gosh, this is great. And the thing that I find, there's McHenry County Conservation District,
Yes.
which is all the rec areas and stuff like that. They give us a flyer. People are excited about that because they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. The stuff like that, I find people really get excited about the things that they can do in the community.
Yeah.
That don't cost anything.
Right.
That's part of getting outside. And I think, coming off of COVID, I feel like, our timing is good. People are open to having conversation, to seeing people, but they're excited about people too, because it's been so, it's COVID. Don't talk, don't breathe, don't look at me. I'm still driving around with a mask in my car.
Yeah.
5 years later.
Yeah.
So I think all of those things kind of work in my favor.
Yeah.
When you get to the home,
Yeah.
do they ask if they have to buy it?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, they're like, do I just get to pick, or do I have to? What do I have to do? I was like, nothing. Here you go. And they're like, for real? This is all? I'm like, yeah, it's all for you. And they're even the you want the basket back? I was like, no, you keep the basket.
Do you want me to dump this out?
Is it the same basket every time?
Yeah, that's our display basket. So
Okay.
we have more of a plastic box that we give them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it would be, I don't even know where I could source
All of
60
these.
of
60
those
of
a
the
month.
month.
Those
yeah.
are huge.
Where would I even store them?
Yeah.
So where do you bring these to? You always bring this to the chamber events and stuff, so people know what it is.
Yep,
yeah.
that kind of stuff. It's more for so that's all of the businesses together, north and south. So the actual baskets are smaller. They're more jam packed, and they
Sure.
try to
Yeah.
fan out a little bit so
Yeah.
you can see the different things that are in there.
Well, and the important part is what's inside for them.
Yeah.
So I get
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
getting hungry looking at Foxhole's menu over
Stop
here.
it.
Look
They're
at-
so delish.
I'm still picking through it.
Yeah.
Where if someone's interested, business,
Yep.
where can they find you?
So obviously social media, Facebook, we're on Instagram. They can email me at hometownhug@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And you're quick. You're quick to respond. We've talked a couple times. So
because it's like during the day, that's this is my job, is to like talk to people, get business, help people, answer emails, schedule stuff. So I'm always on my phone. Thankfully, I have a story to tell. Like my mom is a little bit up there. She's gonna kill me for this. And we installed a Ring doorbell on her back door. Well, she went to take the garbage out a couple weeks ago and fell.
Oh, no.
It was freezing outside. Thankfully, I get this alert that somebody's at her back door at, 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, who in the heck is at her house?
Yeah.
She's in the snow. I was like, Ma, you're doing snow angels. She had fallen, And so it was like, thankfully, like, again, that's one. Now I'm even more so on my phone looking for like all my alerts, what's happening.
Yeah.
So that's part of the... Sorry, Mom. But that's, that's just how I operate. I need to be,
always connected. Yeah, exactly. For reasons like that.
Right. And just, like to be able to, connect with businesses or, even like homeowners. I get, they have all my contact information. They'll email, hey, I need somebody to paint my house or build a shed or whatever. And so do you know someone?
Oh, yeah.
So because I want them to follow up with us.
Right.
Because they don't always know what they need today when we're coming because they just moved in. They're figuring it out. So they'll call me later. And that's part of our program, too. I want, them to feel comfortable. I follow up with them every month, the homes that we delivered to, checking in with the homeowners, like giving them some little tips and, like make sure you change your address on your dog's
chip. Yeah. Change the batteries in your smoke detectors, right? All that fun
We
stuff.
just started we have a flyer. I don't know if it's in there. It's from the McHenry County or McHenry Township Fire District. Yeah. So they do. They're offering their free services to like all the homes in the north area here.
Amazing.
So it's kind of nice. So they'll check your smoke detectors. They'll do the seatbelt checks. That kind of stuff like for infants and just all the things. You can rent a life vest from them.
Oh wow!
I never knew that.
Right?
I need a new life. Oh, vest.
Vest. Yeah.
Has this ever happened? We're going to get into the nitty-gritty
Yeah, let's do it.
So someone paid to be put in a basket, and then you hear later on that they're not very good business people. Have you had to like take a menu out?
No.
Scandalous.
Okay, good. I know.
No scandal. I try. Like I'm a little bit picky on how they get in, It's
yeah.
Like I need to know first. Like I need to like you and know you.
Absolutely.
Because it's my reputation as well.
Right.
When you're the one showing up to the house,
right.
They're not
and bringing it,
right? And they're gonna say this girl brought me crap. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I do. Thankfully. And I hope I never have that issue. But yeah, not yet.
So is there a little bit of an interview process? You got to just have the vibes, got to be on,
right.
and you just have to know maybe they've been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, like we'll meet, we'll go to coffee. There's some people that I've met and it's like pulling teeth. I'm like, we're probably not going to vibe, because I need communication. I'm a talker. Like, I need to like have I can't be pulling teeth from you.
Right.
So, but then there's people I could sit there for 2 hours. I'm like, oh my gosh, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, where did the time go? And so I know like we're instantly going to vibe. We're on the same level.
Perfect. And then there's a contract to sign.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
just so everyone that's listening can, if they're interested.
No, it's official. It's not just, the neighbor lady dropping off a basket of, brownies or whatever.
Or someone showing up to my house and we're just recording stuff.
Right.
It's so not official, but we're almost famous. So that's
almost,
good.
Right. So when you're almost famous, you don't need that kind of stuff. Right? So yeah, I mean, because it does, I like to set expectations at the beginning because that's the best way. If you're open about your conversations and open about, the expectations, then there's no disappointment. And I have open door policy. If they have questions, call me anytime. Let's talk about it. If you're feeling maybe we need to change up our offer, we have different things we're promoting. Cool. Like let's do it.
And is it a 1-year contract?
Yep. We do 12 months.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Because it takes a minute for like, especially I think for like some of the service industry, because when you're moving in, either you've already had that stuff fixed before you bought the house, right?
Right.
You're like, you're fixing the plumbing before I move in.
Yep.
And so, they're there for when something happens, right? Like, because it's going to eventually, you're going to need even just a check, like in next year, have them, call the HVAC company, have them do, check your furnace, use those guys instead of like somebody from who knows where you're going to find it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so it's not just always for today. Like I said, the restaurants are more instant, but the service guys are more down the road. You know, like it's a good resource for when you do need them, because you will eventually.
And let's face it, a lot of your money just went into the house.
Right.
You got to worry about a mortgage now and taxes and insurance and all that. So it might be a few months. You got to catch up.
Right. Exactly.
The excitement of moving everything in. And
yeah. That's the super excitement part. Yeah. Moving. Yay.
Moving is
Everybody
so exciting.
Says
Everyone's
that.
nightmare.
That's why we have never left this house. Yeah.
Well, you'll have to refi so I can I'm bringing you a basket. Yeah, you can do that. And then it'll come up on the list.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So is there only one realtor that you work with? Or
right, yep. Yeah.
Okay.
We tried. So other than like your restaurants, salons, we are industry specific because it just makes sense. We're not delivering to, I always say, like 1,000 people where we can have a couple different options and everybody gets a good ROI. We're delivering to 60 homes. So, we can't, I think it's not fair to have like 2 HVAC companies. I mean,
sure.
We're not delivering to, it's enough people, but not that many people where it makes sense. And honestly, the only person who would benefit would be me. And that just, I'm going to be closed in a minute.
Right.
If I'm like, Alex is making money and nobody's coming to us because there's 5 HVAC companies.
Right.
No, I love that. That's great.
Yeah. So, we're thoughtful about how we go about, promoting the companies because it needs to make sense for everyone.
Oh, what a cool
I know.
thing. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
No idea.
And who knew that I'd like live right down the street? I've driven by a golf cart by your house.
I'm sure. Many have.
We have. Yep, for sure. Next time we'll be like, for
sure.
So
Stop at the
funny.
little library at the corner.
Yeah,
We have a little
right?
library there with all new books coming out in spring.
Ooh,
so
who supplies the books?
everyone, the community.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have some books.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drop them off in there.
I'll
Grab one if
books.
you want to read it. Yeah.
And there's a map. Like there's an app and a map and all that neat stuff.
Nice.
So
It's like Pokemon, but for books.
yeah, exactly.
But better.
You know what? One weekend, my daughter wanted to go and I think we hit maybe 15 of them.
Really?
And so we just mapped it out. Same thing. I wish I would have had the route for you,
Yes.
or my route for me.
Yeah.
But we kind of went to, Grays Lake and I guess
That's
Wakanda
really
and did
cool.
like a big loop, and we came back with some books and read all.
That's really
all summer
cool.
long. Yeah, that was fun.
Who knew? They should do like I think it's McHenry County on their app. They have like the beer. I think it's a tea and coffee trail. So you go to like the different, restaurants, and then you check in. They should do like a book trail.
Yeah.
Like, talk to the app people.
I love the library.
Yeah.
A little library.
What app do you have again?
Libby.
Yeah,
Libby.
she
You can
uses-
do, because I drive a lot, so I listen to audiobooks.
Okay.
So you can rent free audiobooks or just regular books on your tablet or phone or whatever with the Libby app from your library.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because audiobooks and stuff are expensive. Like, she'll send me ones that she's listened to on Audible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I already pay Amazon. I'm not paying them again.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. So
So
I use
much
Libby.
fun
My sister-in-law taught me, just use Libby.
Yep.
There's so much available now.
I know.
It's like there's so many apps, which I love.
For every
technology.
budget.
Everything.
For every budget.
And everything.
Mhm.
Everything.
Yeah.
There's an app for that. It's like,
Yeah.
instead of, I used to always say I have a guy for that. Now it's like, well, I got an app. for
Yeah, I
that.
got an app for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I still have a guy,
That's
right?
so true.
Yeah, you do.
And
Well,
some
this was
ladies.
amazing. Thank you
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much.
No, thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
This has
Please
been
tell
super-
everyone where they can find you again, just one more time,
Yeah,
please.
So hometownhug.com, or you can email me at hometownhug@gmail.com.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Thanks so much, Alex.
Yeah,
This was
thank
so
you.
much
Well, this
fun.
is so nice.
I'm
and
glad we got to connect.
And your neighbors.
Yeah.
Like, neighbors.
Too cool.
I
Thank you
love
very
it.
much.
Thank you. So
Thanks,
fun.
everybody. Talk to you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.